I have a whole bunch of pictures on the walls in this room where I write. There's one there. It's the original artwork for the cover of one of my historical fiction books. Up there, and the largest of all the pictures here, was a blown-up still from the Times newspaper, the day after England's rugby team broke a very long sequence of defeats by Wales at the Cardiff Arms Park. The year was 1991. Rugby was still an amateur sport, and in the centre of the picture is Wade Dooley, who has just scored a try for England. Mickey Skinner is coming in from the left and Dewi Morris from behind Dooley, both with beatific smiles. And I was there in the stands, smiling pretty beatifically myself. I support Wales any time they're not playing England, but England comes first. South Africans will tell you they support two national teams, South Africa and anyone who's playing Australia. I have my own version of that, but which country I substitute for Australia is something I'm not going to share with you, for fear of upsetting any leprechauns who may watch this. Over here are pictures I took myself. One in Cyprus, one in Cape Town, one in the Canaries, and two in England. And if I look behind me, I can see a giraffe I photographed in Kenya, a man I met in Egypt, and one in the White Lion pub in Whittington, Shropshire. I didn't take that one because I'm in it. It was taken by my brother-in-law. But this is a writer's room, and the most significant picture of all is up there. It's this one. A print I brought back from the Prado in Madrid. It was painted in 1635 by Velázquez, and it shows 6-year-old Prince Balthasar Carlos on horseback. Poor old Balthasar Carlos wasn't the luckiest person alive. The only son of King Philip IV and Isabella of Bourbon, he was heir to a huge empire and great riches, but he died of smallpox when he was only 16. That's life for you. The Grim Reaper is no respecter of rank. But never mind that, that's not why I see it as so important. The great significance for me is that as a writer, I sometimes find there's a gap between what I want to do and what I'm capable of doing. That's normal, I should think every writer has it. But sometimes, when I find myself struggling to achieve a particular end, I look up at that painting and I remind myself, Velázquez was one of the greatest painters who ever lived. His technique was formidable, and he couldn't paint horses. Knowing that gives me the strength to go back and try again.